Hey guys, Taylor with GammaEdge here, coming at you with a market recap for June 26, 2025. Looking here at SPX intraday action. So the theme today was a gap and a go. Key things you want to note out is, price pretty much kissed the top of our junk and sailor range. We just rallied higher. Target one was 41.60, target two was 41.40, then 41.50, and basically just a massive gamma glob in between. Call dominated structure, supportive flows intraday. So let's get into how we got to pre-market levels and what our intraday tools were telling us. So here, this is our SPX 0DT dashboard. If you want to see our full pre-market prep, did that on YouTube Live this morning. You can go to our channel, check that out. The key things to note here, massive gamma glob, right? Really starting at 41.10, extending all the way up to, first checkpoint was 41.40. Second checkpoint was 41.50. Sorry, 61.40, 61.50. Key downside level to hold was 61.10 right there. And so we opened up 61.15, came down, touched just under 61.10, and then away we went, which made a lot of sense, right? Just to reiterate, opened right here at 61.15, came down. Again, we traded a little under 61.10. However, these zones should be thought of as sponges, though, really not just definitive lines. Then, right, as we recovered, we rallied, pretty much went straight to 61.40, traded around there for the rest of the session. And unfortunately, I only caught about half this move, right? I entered in around here. Unfortunately, this candle right here on the 5-minute bar really stopped me out, took me out rather. Reason being is we had the massive gamma glob today, right? So that's just a ton of negative charm in the structure that's pushing down on us. And so my hand was kind of on the trigger, right? Getting a nice move higher than, for fear that starts to rear its ugly head on price action itself. But at the same time, the theory, right? Never short a dull market. And we saw the market trend model was expanding higher throughout the day, a little bit of filter tick buying. So that was constructive as well. I mean, look, not going to beat myself up for, a positive trade at the end of the day that was in line with the trend. And so, right, looking at our intraday volume analysis, again, this is SPX 0DT volume, what we're looking at. And, the thing to hit on the call side is fairly flat throughout the session. So again, that's where I was hitting on just a second ago. We really had that grinding action higher today, really no explosive fireworks at all. Put side was, trending higher throughout the session. So again, that tells us there was really going to be no massive waterfall where we break the low of the day or something like that. So definitely was a buy the dip mode, especially when you were watching price action all day. The dips were getting bought. And then, right, whether you're an intraday trader, directional trader, or you're, selling premium, it was pretty clear that 61.40, A, was a key level, and B, just looking at the intraday volume speculation, that's where it's topping out all session. So again, unfortunately, that was one of the reasons why I was scared when I got shooken out right there, was just because at the time we didn't see really any expansion higher, saw a little bit of, call selling coming down. So, right, but it really, just meandered higher and higher throughout the session. And so, yeah, frankly, there's not a ton else really to say about today. The only thing I will say is, the usefulness of this tool, just so we can show you, here's a snapshot at 1:10 Eastern Standard Time. Again, we can see what the centroids have been doing. All else equal, we can project out where those are going to go to throughout the end of the session. And price follows centroids, price follows where transactions are happening, or price is not going where transactions are not happening. So we kind of understand this is the general frame of reference for end of day. That's very informative, whether you're doing butterflies, whether you're selling premium above or below the market, or you're directionally trading, and kind of understanding where that dynamic risk to reward is in the trade. Very useful, very important to understand. And so with that, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Let's make it a great Friday. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.